Hello all you Wookiee warriors, how you guys doing? So in this episode of Wookiee'S Bloodborne boss guides, I will be showing you guys how to beat the one Reborn, giving you guys my strat, as well as the tips and tricks. First things first, so I'm going to go over some prep work for you guys. Mainly, you guys will always see me using the saw cleaver, but I also have the great sword, mainly because that weapon is a really good damage-based weapon. It is slow, but if you use it correctly, it can get you out some jams. Another thing you want to make sure you have is bolt paper, as the one Reborn is weaker to bolt than it is any other element. Now, when you get into the boss fight, what you want to do is not run for the boss, is because one, the one Reborn has, as you'll see in the video that you guys are going to see, the one Reborn has a bunch of summoners. They are constantly healing him, so no matter what damage you do, it will negate it and just replenish his health. So what you want to do is make sure you get those summoners killed before you take him on. So let's get right into the fight. There's the summoners I was telling you guys about, or the bell ringers, whatever you guys want to call them. I just call them the summoners. Ugh, nasty. This boss fight reminds me of like the Rotten from Dark Souls 2 and Nito, and I can't remember the other guy. It's just a massive clump of bodies and flesh. So, like I said, you immediately want to run over here. Where are those stairs? Owie. Owie. Alright, well, maybe not over here. There are stairs. Where are they? Ah, there they are. So run over to the stairs. Try not to die. Now, I'm not gonna lie, he does do a lot of damage to you if he hits you, but I'm gonna show you guys a way of hitting him without worrying about... Not to mention, you do this, it actually weakens him. Now, you see what I'm talking about? You actually see those little pink orbs going to the boss? That's giving him like kind of like a defense and health buff. Alright, just making sure I got all of summoners. I did. Alright. So now I'm going to put my Ludwig Greatsword on. I'm going to buff up. Now, like I said, if you stick to, you'll get like, some damage if you get hit by those his feet. But trust me, getting hit by his feet is much better than him getting a couple of those good hits in from his arms. And look how easy I'm dealing with him. Boom. That's it. Like I said, he's not a hard boss, really. The things you want to worry about is like just trying to get to those summoners, and I always miss the stairs, which the stairs are located right over here, I believe. Yeah. So you want to go over here. Now I actually can show you guys. Right over here. It's like pretty much like your main path progression. And then you want to go up here, take care of those summoners, then come down here. Because what they are doing with those pink orbs is they're healing him. And so no matter how much damage you do to him, they will negate that by constantly healing him. Not to mention, I think they also bring up like his defense. I'm not 100% sure. I just know for sure about the healing. Some of the attacks that you saw, like when I was trying to get to those stairs, he does those big arm swipes. Those will chunk you for a lot of damage, like a ridiculous amount. Like you saw me, like on my maxed out character, my character went down almost half health, 2 swipes. So, and then he does kind of like this explosion technique. I think I've heard him do it, but I didn't see him do it. I never really get hit by it because, as you saw, I was just over by his, I guess you can say his backside, his butt, or his little legs are. No, his legs are gonna hit you, but they will. If you saw, he was barely damaging me. Those will not damage you nearly as bad. I mean, try not to stay there and constantly take the damage, but if you can hit him from like his underside or front or back of those legs, you're not gonna get hit really much. Now there is a chance that he can do the explosion attack, but I've rarely ever encountered doing it this way. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but you can do it. You can go with either weapon. As I keep on telling people in these videos, don't just, like, someone's like, oh yeah, the Kurt camera will just waste him. Well, yeah, but you have to be used to that weapon. I'm really good. I've gotten really good with the Saw Cleaver. I'm really good with the Ludwig Holy Blade. So either one of those, I'm really good with. I'm comfortable with. So if you're gonna play this game, don't go with what someone else is using. Don't go with like, hey, this guy, yeah, just use the Kurt cam, it'll wreck him. Or go with this weapon, it'll wreck him. Go with what makes you more comfortable. If you're comfortable with any one of these weapons, Saw, Spear, Hunter's Great Axe, you know, any one of these weapons you see here, then go with it. You know, go with that weapon. I personally prefer the Saw Cleaver and the Ludwig Holy Blade. Don't really use too much. I mean, the only reason you'd ever use silver bullets in this fight is if you're going to use a buff. But like I said, the only other thing you could use that has electrical damage on this is the mini Tartarus, which emits a kind of like a lightning barrage. But I don't really recommend using it for the one reason is that it doesn't always track on him. I guess you could say it's just kind of a wind-up. I don't know. I just don't really ever use it, but it's there if you need it. Another option for you guys if you want to have it as a secondary weapon is if you have the Tartarus. The Tartarus has a electrical buff to it that you can use. But like I said, I'm not really all that good with it. But it's there if you guys want to use it. So yeah, I think that's about it for the the one Reborn. Just avoid his front. So you avoid those big slash attack, those big swipe attacks, and he won't really spit at you. That's one best way I can think is because you saw him like spitting. He won't do that, and also I think he plops on you, like he puts his whole body forward. You avoid that as well, just hitting him where I showed you guys. The only thing you're gonna have to worry about is a possibility of that explosion bomb going off, or him going with his little mini legs going. Bop, 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 bop. You guys can't see the reaction I'm doing, but just like going up and down with his legs. But those will just chunk you for little chunks. It's not gonna hurt you. That much. But like I said, you can strike him from the front or back where his legs are, and you'll avoid that completely. And just use bolt paper. Like you saw, like I only used one bolt paper on this whole fight. One bolt paper and my Ludwig greatsword, and it won me the day. The thing is, don't waste your bolt paper right off the bat. I waited until I got the summoners dead down, and then I used my bolt paper. But that's the end of this video, guys. I hope it was helpful for you guys. I hope I was able to help you out with this fight. Please let me know in the comment section below. Was this video helpful? What was your experience with this boss? I love to hear from you guys. I'd love for you guys to comment. You guys are absolutely amazing. I hope you guys are all having a Wookiee-tastic day, and I'll see you all on our next adventure. Till next time.